Baba says, newness is alaukikta. New way of doing, being. What does that mean? This newness has no beginning and no ending. This newness is eternal. Newness is awakening from the dream. This constancy in newness. There's no change in newness. That's the paradox. Where there is change, there is temporary old and temporary new. Baba is talking about the alokik being. And for this being, the timeless being, who is at the heart of all experiences. He's constant at the heart of all experiences. But the experiences are constantly changing. Which is why Baba says to break the spell. 3 dots. The being is a dot. And in that being, there is dot of story, just a dot. The whole story is created around remembering and forgetting. Just a dot. being in the dream and being out of the dream. The one who's dreaming is always never in the dream. That is why drama the dot, Baba the dot, and the soul the dot. If it's really seen clearly, it deconstructs the entire dream world in no time. That is why Baba says, turn the gaze towards me. And know you are the witness of all that is changing at both the body, mind level and the physical world. But you are the constant amidst all that change. So when you turn your gaze towards Baba, the being can see the newness Baba is talking about is eternally fresh. Free from the old and new of the dream world, from the dream thoughts, the dream feelings of the dream character, the dream emotions of the dream character, nothing to do with the dreamer. The seemingly solid looking dream character and its world in the dream is nothing but just a world made of thoughts and images. Emotions and feelings, which appear to be real, feel real, may even be experienced by the dreamer. But the truth of the dreamer is unchanged, untouched. This is the one Baba is looking at. This is the one who is Khudai Khidmatgar. This tiny dot
Om Shanti, sister. Bhale padhare. In Madhuban, there is a saying, when children goes, the Baba says, Bhale padhare. Prakash Pani Dadi used to say. So, padhare, Om Shanti every time.
Om Shanti. We never left. We were always together, right?
बाबा ये भी कहते हैं ना, ना बिसरो ना याद करो.
Yeah.
अच्छा sister, you have come today. Huh? Angel, you have come today.
Yeah, I mean, Baba's angels were taking care.
Coincident. I have also joined today after attending first class of Samita sister.
So wanted to
Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti. Wanted to read this blessing from
Long time ji.
Aren't we together? Always together, no? Eternally together, right? Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah. So yesterday's blessing we will read. Yeah. At the confluence age, everything is new. And this is why it is called a new age. Here, your waking up is new, your speaking is new, your way of moving is new. New means alaukic, not of this world. There is even newness in your awareness. Your matters are new, your way of meeting is new, your way of seeing is new. Even you look at others, you look at those souls, not their bodies. You come into contact with others with the vision of brotherhood, not with a physical relationship. In this way, you experience newness in yourself at every second. What your stage was a second ago should not be your stage the next second. You must move ahead of that. This is called fast effort, the essence of whole knowledge, right? The essence of whole knowledge. That which was your stage a second ago, yeah, should not be your stage the next second. You must move ahead of that. This is called fast effort. It is like for the being that is, and this is where this one really likes the fact that I, the being, am a constant angelic being of light, and I am that being that is at the heart of every changing experience, right? I, the being, am at the heart of every changing experience. So experiences are constantly second by second changing, right? Second by second, whether it be at the level of body sensations, whether at the level of thoughts, whether at the level of human emotions and feelings, movement, sound, taste, touch, smell, every second it's changing, right? So if I, the being, am constant, experiencing this constantly changing experience moment by moment, and I know I am the witness, and within which this, it's like I'm the ocean, and within me, the ocean, there are constant waves of change. Waves of change. When I know that I'm not the one that is changing, then I will not be identified with this experience or with this object of my experience or with this object of my experience or with this object of my experience. No. I'm just constant. So If I'm constant, then experience are constantly changing. Is there any sense of identity with them? No. No sense of identity with them? So if there's no sense of identity with them, is there anything that is, this is temporary new, okay, now I don't want this, I want something more? Like in the morning, someone shared, no, boredom. That experience of the person identity feeling bored, where will that be? In your experience. That's not you. You can even experience boredom, but not as you. Does that make sense? So you are not changing. Everything around you is, and within you is constantly in a change, in a state of flux, constantly changing. But you are still and silent, right? So then when Baba says your stage of a second ago should not be your stage the second, next second, what does that mean? You will never feel, oh, last minute, because there's no sense of time, na? Oh, last second it was this, next second it's this. Okay, now I'm not feeling the same feeling as that feeling. Baba is saying your feelings of the human feelings of the past second should not go in the next second. So if I had a human feeling of feeling ordinary, and the next second Baba is saying, if that ordinary feeling is an experience which is now going in the next second, that means you have identified with that experience. You're not that changeless one who's observing that experience. True? Does that make sense? Anybody?
It's very different dimension. That's why I was missing, na? You keep saying you were always there, but it's all different now. What? So it's so beautiful. I'm not changing, and what Baba is saying and what we were perceiving and what Baba is telling you in combined Surupa to tell us, make it little more clear. It's all together very different. What I took it.
Yeah. It is like the being that is constantly in a state of bliss can observe the experiences of duality, right? Changing
But
moment.
listen, Baba is saying no, ki every moment you shouldn't be that what you were before.
Yeah.
So
So
it
if
means with the new understanding,
Mhm.
uh, I'm observing every scene. Now you make it little more clear yourself. No,
Yeah.
you say it.
Okay. All right. No problem. It's good that you all also kind of share your understanding. So then it becomes clear what was understood also, right? If let's say there's 10 experiences, okay? Fear, ordinariness, familiarity, boredom, what else? Happiness, excitement, sadness. Let's say these many experiences are there. If I, the being, have identified with one, then Baba is saying, then don't take that in the next moment. And who can do that? One who's totally separate from all of them will not take one experience from the next, next to the next, next to the next. Will they? Their stage is constant stage. They are not moving and shifting with the changing experiences. Right? But the moment I identify with one experience, then I'm in that, what do you call?
Trap.
Yeah, trap. I'm in that trap. I'm not carrying forward. Exactly. The moment I'm identified with excitement, now Baba is saying, don't take that in the next moment. Because the one who's constant is always the same. If you've got caught up even in one identity with one experience, you've already taken past into the present.
Sister, your intellect has become so unlimited. I can't, So what I took it as a new understanding yesterday, day before yesterday, my understanding was every moment, every after second, Baba wants me to enjoy my the teeny tiny point of light in my real truth. Every next moment, I'm enjoying it more and more, getting stabilized in it all the time. That was my understanding. But
Mhm.
yours is it's all together different churning. But
Mm.
thank you.
Mhm. It's different. It's not right or wrong.
So,
It's just
so Baba says, no, every moment you should be, it shouldn't be what you were before. So I was just thinking more and more I'm away from my role consciousness and I'm enjoying my soulfulness. This was my understanding.
yeah. The
But thanks
beauty
for
of the
sharing.
soul is nothing can be added and nothing can be
Yeah,
subtracted from it.
yeah, that intox. And yesterday, before finishing the class, you said one thing that was so profound. I mean, almost night I kept churning in the dreams also. What you said, each one, whosoever shared the experience, that's all gone. No
Hmm.
need to even think an iota of about it. It was the best thing so far in connection with you that
Hmm.
left such a deep impact.
Hmm.
Why? So someone shared, good, Neeru sister said so long, so big, whatever, nothing. It's all gone. You be in your own truth. It was beautiful things shared, told by you to this soul. Again, thank you, Baba. Om Shanti. And sister, yesterday, Sister Nehal said one Murli, so I could not see it on the net. I kept trying. So my humble request is
You
either
put
you could read it again or she could put it on the group or Geet sister. It was very, very beautiful Murli. Yesterday
oh,
she read it. And
oh,
one more thing, whosoever soul took the class behind you, I really salute each one of them from the heart. They did it very magically. As a soul, I feel very, very in gratitude.
yeah. That's Baba's task, no? Baba takes over.
Yeah, yeah.
So, absolutely. Absolutely. 231099. Okay. All right. Okay. Has everybody got the date now? So the Murli we are reading today is to be a detached observer, 19,583. Yeah. Today, Bap Dada was 19,583, yes. Today, Bap Dada was listening to the news of this old world, the world of the old kingdom, of the world that is totally decayed. Bap Dada was seeing that his children have to tolerate so much in the old world. It is a time of pleasure for the soul, but you also have to tolerate through the body. In your kingdom, all the five elements, child, will constantly be obedient servers to you. However, in order to establish your kingdom, the old has to be made new. You have to be servers in the old world. Khudai khidmatgar, right? However, in order to establish, the service done now frees you from having to serve for birth after birth. As a result of the service done now by you servers, the elements and also the living beings will be around you to serve you at all times. It looks like, I did not know, but it looks like it's about the today's blessing. And the beautiful thing is that Baba is saying that you are serving. Actually, we, the beings, are just serving ourselves, right? We are coming out of believing ourselves to be something. No, we are coming out of the belief, a false belief of believing ourselves to be something that I am not, right? And this is why it's so important to keep turning the gaze back towards Baba and the self, and to know that the feeling of the soul, that is the feeling of the Father, is ever fresh, ever new, because it can never be touched by any alloy. That feeling of constant love, constant bliss, constant joy that you, the being, feel, despite all the other feelings that are present in the mind. All the other feelings are present. Like today, Baba said, na, that you can truly have rest only when you're in the home. The true rest can only be in the home. So over here, we are experiencing constant parallel of opposites to the truth. Constantly we have to be either being, my true nature is attention and alertness. So here you, the being, is alert. In home, you don't need to be alert. But here you are using your sanskar of being alert. And what is your highest power that you're using right now?
Power of detachment.
Power of detachment, yes. And one more power that allows you to be detached.
To be in senseful, away from expansion. That's the
Okay.
first power.
Courage, discriminate.
Attention and power of attention.
Attention.
Antarmukhi.
Power of attention, yes. This is one of the very subtle, and one of your natural nature is attention, because wherever you, the being, place your attention, that will come to life. Remember the other day we saw this. I'll show that picture for those who were in English class and could not join the Hindi. I think it's in this one only. Yeah.
Sister, I remember in one of the evening class when you said, I really surprised how anyone can stay without paying attention on oneself. That was a winning line for me.
Yeah, yeah. So that is why it is like, it's like even when you look at the eye's attention is focused on these objects, right? But it's a good thing to know that I is the subject and objects are just these things that are being seen, right? And I am that one that is seeing everything. But I cannot see myself, but I can see everything in my attention, right? Whatever I shine my light on means whatever I give attention to, whatever I say I to becomes me, right? And but to look for that eyesight in what you can see, is silliness. You cannot find yourself in the objects of your awareness. Can you? Can you find yourself in the objects of your awareness?
Not at all.
Not at all. And similarly, it is I, the soul, right? Today, what has happened is today, when the I is totally immersed in what it's seeing, it's lost in what it's seeing. It's forgotten who I am, this I. Similarly, I, the being, am just noticing with Baba. I, the being, with Baba, I'm just bringing my attention back to me and Baba. That's why Baba says, keep turning your gaze towards me, because what you are witnessing is constantly changing. And if you believe yourself to be that which is being witnessed moment by moment changing, and you believe yourself to be that which is changing, which is the thoughts, emotions, feelings, the world and the mind, and you believing yourself to be that, then you will actually, in those moments, you will suffer those stories. You are mesmerized, you're captivated by these stories. that the mind is constantly telling, and your attention is constantly on the stories in the mind, right? So what is important is all Baba is telling us, bring the attention back to you. Keep noticing yourself. Who's the one who's witnessing all this change? Who's the one who's seeing all these emotions, thoughts, and feelings? Just bring the attention back to the I that you are. Back to Baba. And then because you can't bring the attention back to yourself, because how will the I bring the attention, the light back to itself? It can't, no? Can it? This is very important factor, which I'd forgotten to mention in the Hindi class. But does that make sense? Can the I bring the light shine back on itself? Can it?
No, can't. Impossible.
Impossible. The I cannot bring the attention back to itself. But what can the I do? The I,
See in the mirror.
yeah, change the attention towards something else.
Baba. Yeah,
Yeah.
see the mirror. Yeah.
And in this case, we turn our attention to Baba, who is my mirror. And the moment I see Baba, I see me in Baba's mirror. This is the beauty. I can never see myself. Never. Just like Rini can never be seen by Rini. There has to be a mirror to see this face. No matter what, cannot. No matter how much you describe using your thoughts. I cannot see this Rini. Rini cannot see Rini. There has to be a mirror. True?
And this one used to have a hard time when it was said that observe yourself or look at yourself from a distance. I could not visualize it
Yeah.
because you just cannot see yourself. So how
Can't
can I,
see
like, it was very hard on this one.
yourself. Now you know why it was hard.
Yes.
Exactly. And that is why Baba says, remember me, remember me, remember me. Because Baba knows you cannot know yourself without knowing him.
Sister,
And
what
when you
Nehal
look at the
sister
Baba,
shared, yeah, I didn't understand what Sister Nehal was saying. It was difficult to understand. Repeat it again, please.
Can you repeat, Sister Nehal?
yeah. So when we look at the Baba, you can only see I, the soul. But when you look, all this while we were told to observe yourself, look at yourself from distance. So we were trying to see this body, Nehal, from Baba's eyes, but you cannot see. And not only just Baba's eyes, even you yourself cannot see yourself
Yeah.
in this body, right? But the soul can see the self in Baba, in the mirror, right?
Yeah, exactly. Soul cannot see itself ever.
Yes.
Yeah. Soul can only know itself in Baba's eyes. That is why Baba is saying, turn your attention. It's like, I am that being who's perceiver and the seer of everything. Without me, the seeing cannot happen. Without me, the observing cannot happen, and objects that I'm observing can only exist in my seeing. Similarly, with thoughts, body, emotions, feelings, the imagination, the imaginary stories that are packed in every thought can only be seen by me. How can there be a thought before me? There cannot be a thought before me because I'm the seer of all the thoughts. Please get this. If you can get this, you will never get caught up in your thought. Yeah? You can never get caught up in your feeling, in your emotion. You will know that these are the waves in the ocean that I am. These are the changing phenomenon within me, the being that I am. I am that dot. Then the whole drama will become a dot in no time because, it's just one thought with an entire imaginary package of 63 parts in it. And what is that thought? I am a person. And in that one thought, entire imaginary package, do you know how many 63 birth stories will be? You can't count. Myriad, myriad, uncountable. You know? Maybe different language. Okay. So it's very, let's see, look at this eye first. Okay. Let's look at this eye first. Okay. Eye is the subject and the objects. We're just looking at the gross level eye, this eye. Yeah. We're not looking at the body, but just the eye. This eye is looking at many objects. Take a look. Maybe 2 seconds, 5 seconds. See how many objects with the eyes can be seen. Yeah. Different texture, different color, different shapes, different sizes, different descriptions, different labels, everything. Can everybody see that? Can everybody see that? Okay, all right. Now, can you see your eyes in what you see? Can you see your eyes in what you see? Yeah, physical eye. Can you see a physical eye in what you see? You cannot. Okay. This much established. So would you say to look for the eyesight and the eye in what you see is silliness? Because eye is from where you are seeing, right? Eye is from where the eye is seeing. True? So far? And does the eye need to remind itself, I'm an eye, and I'm looking, I'm seeing, I'm an eye to see? Does it need to remind itself to see? That I'm an eye that is seeing, I'm an eye that is seeing? Does it need to remind itself? No. So it's just noticing, true? It's just noticing itself. It knows that I am that. It doesn't need a sentence or a thought or a word or something to remind itself I am that. Does it? It's just noticing, right? Becoming aware of the eyesight. True? So far? Yeah? Can you see if the eyes are totally immersed in something so interesting in front, you can be lost in it, forgetting about the eye? Possible? Yes, possible. And do you, I mean, you take your eyesight for granted? All the time. Yes. Very true. So because presence, the invisible presence, I am very much like the eyesight. Because of the eyesight, all things can appear, right, in my vision. But eyesight itself is invisible. Something very similar. Because of I, the being, all the thoughts, feelings, emotions, memories, images, stories that the thoughts tell, they can appear. True? So far? Just as the I did not have to remind itself, I'm an I know myself as an I, let me create 10 particular thoughts, I am an I. Exactly similarly, thoughts, feelings, emotions are objects in the vision of the soul. Yeah? They are the objects in the vision of the soul. Can we see that? So the soul is not just seeing the mind, soul is not just seeing the physical world's gross objects, but soul is also seeing the subtle world of the mind's subtle objects. Is that clear? Mona, is that clear? Yeah, okay. So that is why it's very important for us to notice the fact that I, the being, just like the physical eye existed, so it was possible to see without it being seen, within which the objects existed. Similarly, I, the being, don't exist in what I see, in the mind, in the thoughts, in the feelings. I don't exist there. Does that make sense right now?
So how do we identify, like, when you say I doesn't know that the understanding is there, right, sister? When we are seeing this picture, that makes sense that, the object is inside the eye, but how will the attention, like, goes
That
on the
attention can never come to yourself. Attention can only go either onto objects of your mind, which is thoughts, feelings, emotions, or your attention can go on Baba.
so attention will never go to self or I, will
In
not.
Baba, you will see yourself.
Can
That is,
you
Baba
explain
is
a
the mirror.
more?
It is like the
Because
starting point is the source of all the attention. I am the source, right? Wherever I shine my light on, I will see that. True? Is that true so far? So I, the being, how can I see myself? Because the torch cannot shine the flashlight on itself, can it? No, it can just change its direction of its attention either here or there. But the torch itself is just by itself. It cannot be shining itself. It needs another torch to see itself. True? So if I'm using a thought to see myself, I'm not doing it right. Because thought exists, even that thought that is saying I'm a soul or who am I can only point towards my truth. It cannot be my truth. So all the ugly, beautiful, good, bad, all the thoughts exist because I, the thoughtless one, am the source of all the thoughts. So knowing yourself as that silent one, thoughtless one, that is very important. Once you know yourself as that thoughtless one, then now I can see in Baba's mirror. And Baba's mirror is Baba is now using lots of thoughts. Baba is using many things to help you wake up. But once you wake up, you realize, I was never even a thought away from God. Because my attention was on the mind, I believed I was away from God. Yeah, Baba is using that Murli, that mirror. So the moment I begin to understand Murli the way Baba is teaching me, I don't need a thought to connect with Baba. Baba is not even a thought away. Thoughts are within me. I am not inside the thoughts. Objects are in my vision, in the eye's vision. I is not in the objects. So the soul is in the mirror of God, I can see, but I'm not in the world of thoughts of the mind. Doesn't matter how beautiful, even Murli thoughts, I'm not in Murli. But those Murli thoughts are pointing towards someone who's silent. Does that make sense?
that makes it clear that you need another torch to understand your reality.
Exactly. And Baba is that torch. Baba is that mirror. You cannot know yourself without God.
Sister, understood so far totally. Yesterday, you made it a point. Uh, I, the thoughtless soul, and Nirsankalp Baba. You said that is the ultimate Milan, but then the next line came from you. Then I do a lot of talking to Baba. What is that? Now you have to tell me.
Yeah.
When I am in the, yeah, carry on, carry on.
Then you can use thoughts to communicate with Baba. Once I know who I am, thoughtless one, right? You can either be very silent with him, you can have heart-to-heart conversations with him. It's like now Baba and I, like Baba is using the tool of thoughts to awaken you, right? He's using the mirror of words, his words to awaken you. True? Now, once you're awake, either you're completely silent, and more you will find more and more you are awake with Baba and you have understood your silent nature, mind's total psychological chatter that is going on, constantly going on, stops being your mirror. And you are constantly turning your gaze towards Baba again and again. It's not a thinking process. It's not a figuring out process that I have to think, oh my God, these thoughts are going. I have to create another thought. And now, with that another thought, now I come to Baba. If you're doing that, then you're constantly just a thought is making that effort happen. But a silent being, just knowing I'm silent, now I can have communication or I don't have communication. It's fine either way. But my communications are totally as a point to point where there is no drama there. And even when I'm sitting and talking to Baba about the drama, it is about, I can now see, Baba, how this mind was painting this thought with an image, with a feeling and the movement. And this whole thing was looking so real to me, Baba. This character on the screen called Rini on this mind screen was looking so real, Baba. Baba, do you see this feeling, this emotion that has come on the screen of the mind of this character? Feels real. I can feel it in the body, but this body is also not mine. So these are the conversations you have with Baba.
No, my question is fine. Your, purest form, just like father, you are telling, being detached about your drama, whatever. My next step question is how you keep listening to Baba. I wanted to know that. When
Mhm,
both of me and my Baba, we are thoughtless. We are in the deepest,
mhm,
beautiful, truthful silence. Then
mhm.
how I am listening to Baba now? That's the next step.
This is
You
the
make it
beauty of,
please clear.
this
Yeah.
is the beauty of Confluence Age. In the home, I won't be. But in Confluence Age, whilst I have the body, Baba is also playing the part of God. And we can really have a heart-to-heart conversation with each other. And this conversation can be nothing but the truth. Now, with Baba, when you have a conversation in the Confluence Age, whilst you're in the body, this living relationship is possible. In the home, there is nothing. There is no language, there's no word, nothing there. There's no rest. No, there's only rest. Here, this is the restful rest, having heart-to-heart communication with Baba. I'm using words, but I'm using the words which are seeped in truth, which have no beginning and no ending. How those words are also keeping me separate from the mind TV. So I can see those emotions, those feelings of the person and the sensations that are feeling real. And I can see how that whole 3D movie feels real. And in that, Baba keeps me, the soul, completely intact out of the me and my story, completely out of that me and my story. This is the living time of living relationship with God and living drama. Does that make sense, Anshu?
So, with the higher understanding, you are receiving all the signals of Baba, and
Yeah.
no need to hear it like these physical ear listens, but that's a different kind of ear, understanding and wisdom. Okay,
Yeah.
now next step question. Where amidst the, you keep telling you had so many drama based role conscious problem with daughters and whatnot, but that time you claim Baba speaks through you and you listen to Baba's answer, and whenever you need to do any service, then also a pause back, a step back, you connected to Baba. So now that is a question. Now I understood, like you are saying, deepest conversation you are enjoying throughout. But amidst the actions, then how that purest connection is always occurred, and you're listening to Baba. Now, make it that clear.
Yeah. Who am I? Coming back to who am I? Resting as the one who's the source of all the objects which are existing within me. This understanding helps because otherwise I'm part of being, assuming myself to be as that dream character's feelings, thoughts, and emotions. When I know that I am the dreamer with Baba, but with open eyes, I can see the entire dream playing out on the screen of my mind. And in that, there can be all sorts of feelings, all sorts. It's not beautiful always. Please understand this. The feelings and the thoughts and the emotions that the mind is showing is not always beautiful. It's not a very pretty picture always. I would say
Yeah, not at all, not at all.
it's not a pretty picture, but I know because I can see that. Because I'm the source of attention. So if I say I to any of those ugly, beautiful feelings, whatever are showing on the screen of my mind, then I have become one with them and I will feel I'm so far, far away from God. I cannot feel God. I cannot feel Baba. These are the kind of thoughts and feelings that will start to emerge. And if I believe them, then I'm further dragged into believing that I'm away from God. So it's just a keeping a distance between my mind and who I am. Then I know that I'm not trying to find myself in my mind through some Murli thought also. Oh my
So,
God.
sister, I'm not putting any effort. No, again, you were saying, like Sister Nehal, Baba makes me experience that I'm a soul.
Yeah.
So the conclusion becomes, I'm doing nothing. Baba is tempting me, inspiring me, or he's always with me with this highest understanding and realization that he's pulling me,
Yeah.
he's making me sit in his lap. So that is the beauty. If I have 100% conviction, affirmation, like I'm always never ever separated from him, then does the every all the magic is happening on its own then.
Yeah, absolutely. So even affirmation is an object in your seeing because affirmation is done by mind. It's an object
Yeah.
in your seeing. You don't need an affirmation to be you. It's an object in your seeing which is pointing at your truth. But it can't be you. This is very important to understand because if you keep trying to find yourself in the objects of your seeing, then you will look for a thought. Then the thought will make you feel good and the thought will make you feel bad because you are the dream character in the dream. You are not you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why you can't use a thought to think I am that thought. No.
To feel myself exactly, to feel my real beauty, I
Yeah.
don't need anything.
You don't need
Yeah,
anything.
deeper understanding, deeper realization, perfect, everything is fine. Today, this one was enjoying that conversation with Baba.
Yeah.
So that was, I was making it more 100% clear. I
Yeah.
wanted to know.
Yeah.
Maybe 0.1%, maybe the Sanchu is listening to Baba, Muthi is listening. No. So that's how all the questions came. I hope I didn't take anyone's time more.
No, no, these are
Thank
important, good clarification things because it's very
you.
important. I cannot be in anything I see.
Because once you keep telling in everyone, since ever since we are in Gyan, thoughtless and enjoying. But if I'm enjoying thoughtless Baba, then obviously there has to be some conversation also.
Yeah,
Soul between soul. That is
absolutely.
a enjoyable beauty. That's a
Yeah,
intoxication to be with Baba.
yeah.
So
And
that
who is the
wanted to
one who's
clarify.
communicating with Baba? That's the only thing we are focusing on.
Exactly.
And that one
Exactly.
has no thoughts of his own. All that which it can see is just scripted thoughts. That is why what comes to the soul can only come from Baba. Soul cannot know himself without Baba.
Like Baba keeps saying, no inheritance daily in the Murli. Now, oh, total definition has changed with
Yeah,
such conviction. Baba's inheritance, what? Baba's purest
yeah,
thoughts, they are
yeah.
mine. No, it's all gone. Satyug and whatnot, it's all gone. Marathi, Falana, Tikra, everything. I don't know. It's where it's oblivion. It has become a different journey now.
Yeah,
Parmatam Varsa means his beautiful connection with me, his thoughts, his teach his mind. What
Yeah.
is his? He wants me to be detached. Now the all efforts are to be on detached like him. He's so
Yeah.
beautiful because he's detached.
Yeah.
So, but today again you gave your unconditional in such wise intellect. You said no before that power of attention. So now it will be, work will be done on that too.
Yeah. See, you are
Chalo.
that source of attention. You, the
Yeah,
being. Now you can
yeah,
only
yeah.
use the torch. Look at yourself as that torch. You can either shine
Hmm.
light on the mind's feelings, thoughts, emotions, even churning of the mind and all of that. Okay, it's useful because it can help the other aspects of the script to merge, right? That's
Hmm.
fine. That's why Baba gives us that, because the sleep is so deep, there's no other way for Baba to wake you up. But now comes a time that I, the being, have to realize that I'm beyond all of this churning also. I am the one who's observer of that mind churning. I'm the observer. And the mind can keep saying things. Better to say Jnani points than to say Agyani points for the mind. So that is why it's okay. But I'm the observer of even that. I am a
So what is the difference between observer and a silent witness?
silent witness and
Same.
observer is the same.
Same.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just a different way of
So,
saying.
so all the time while in action, I'm enjoying as a silent witness
Yeah,
and experiencer also. At times I use that also.
yeah,
Experiencer
yeah.
and observer. It's all one and the same thing. You means connotation is the same.
Yeah, experiencer, we can go even one step further. Even experiencer can be
So
the,
Rini is right now talking and sharing Baba's wisdom, whatever. Rini is doing all this, okay?
Rini
But
doesn't exist for the soul. Body is being used by the soul. Rini is fictional for me, the soul.
all right, done. So
Yeah,
my understanding was, yeah, so silent witness experiencer is experiencing while detached from this drama also. Right now we are creating. No?
yeah. Although Rini is existing in the mind, that feeling, that thought, that emotion, I can see that Rini is very much kind of wanting to be present.
But doesn't make it sense to me, no, as a
I
soul.
the being know I am that torch which I can see that this aspect of this script is present in my mind, but I don't have to give it life by saying I to it.
Okay, done,
Yeah.
done.
But I can shine
Yeah,
light
yeah.
at Baba. And Baba is my mirror. And from Baba, I know Baba doesn't care about the scripted part of Rini and whatever its khichdi is there. Baba is more interested in me, the tiny point without its khichdi.
Say it again. Say it again.
Baba is more interested in me, the silent, thoughtless being, without the khichdi of this Rini identity existing in some form of a thought, feeling, emotion, whatever image and whatever self-image it may
Yeah.
be. Baba is not interested in that. Baba is just showing me the mirror of my silent being of light, a light, and a light that has all of this within it. But he's saying, don't worry about it. That's not, you have to look at, you just have to look at me and know you.
Mm-hmm.
And so from that, whatever Baba wants to say will be said, because I'm not mixed up with that khichdi feelings of this identity, fictitious identity in the mind. Then Baba
I
knows,
was
oh,
literally getting the taste of khichdi. I don't know why in the morning. Sister,
yeah,
one humble suggestion. Sister Nehal yesterday, no, she should not open her camera while she shares her experience. Her experiences are so meaningful and worthy. And today, make sure she shares her experience without opening her video. It spoiled everything. It was, while she was speaking, it was not clear because maybe some internet issue. But she had more than what she could experience, much more actually.
we can
Okay.
ask, we can
Yeah.
definitely ask. And the thing is, what the question is, you were about to say there's another level in using the word experiencer. Yeah. Even
Yeah. Make
experiencer,
it clear.
the
Yeah.
experiencer, the
So
thinker,
how come sister I'm the same one? It means you are saying no experiencer, observer, and the traveler, not traveler. Traveler is different. It's a drama
yeah,
based. Yeah.
everybody uses different words and different words work for different souls. For this one, that works is simply a silent knowing, a silent being, and a thoughtless observer. A silent observer. Yeah. So the
Sister,
experience.
3 years back, same things, came to me in the beautiful presentation by Sister Rona Manhattan. But see the beauty now, the tools are given by, Baba now actually. So how I feel, that was so intriguing. I could not believe it. The beautiful traveler and experiencer and that silent witness. It's the same thing what I received 3 years back in such a beautiful presentation. Somewhere the purest wish was to go into the depth of it. Now Baba is giving this after 3 years. So we all are interlinked actually.
Sister, there is one video of Sister Shivani where the topic was हम भगवान के साथ कैसे बात करें. So she was mentioning once that अभी तो ऐसा हो गया है, मतलब she was talking about her own state. अभी तो ऐसा हो गया है कि सुई धागा भी घूमता है तो वो बाबा देखेंगे. So much carefree. So even for physical, I mean वो स्थूल रूप में भी she uses Baba to such an extent. So
I
does
don't
it
know
happen?
what she had said, so I can't comment on it. I don't know what she had said, so I can't.
No, I'm saying, does it happen at a school level, physical level also? Like initially, when we came to Gyan, so we kept on praying कि ये दे दो बाबा, वो दे दो, and it was happening also. वो मिल भी जाता था, तो ऐसा लगता था कि बाबा ही सब करवा रहे हैं. So does it happen at a physical level also?
I've never
While
used.
when we talk to Baba.
I've never used Baba like that. So each one is different. Yeah. Never used Baba for anything to get in the physical world. But again, it's different for each one.
Sister, here I want to make comment with the new understanding. It's all gone into oblivion. But I agree with Sister Poonam or Sister Shivani, whatever. If I'm enjoying my truthfulness in the absolute truth, then nothing, we don't have to even pay any attention to it. It's all happening more and more.
Mhm.
Even if it's not happening, it will happen on its own. That's 100% conviction.
Yeah.
If it is not happening now, so I'm evolving more and more. I'm enjoying my truthfulness more and more. Nothing, we don't have to pay any attention on any of kind of those. That's my understanding.
Yeah. Each one different, and each soul's part is unique and practice is unique. And we all respect each other's parts and practices because that's the nature of the being. No one's is better or worse.
And it
No.
helps all of us. And sister, it helps all of us. Why not?
Yeah.
Bilkul. Bilkul. That's how Baba says, no, Maharas means we are not hitting anyone with the Ras Dandi. Like in Gujarat, we do Ras. But in the mind, every thought, we are not hurting anyone. We are accepting totally while being detached. It's okay.
Completely different story within each seed, right? The essence
Yeah.
of beings is exactly the same. There is no difference in essence. No difference in essence of God and the soul either. Even God and soul, our essence is the same. It is a recording that is different. God's soul has a different part recorded, and that is why it's God part. I, the soul, have human part recorded. That is why I play human part. But in essence, we are all the same, which is why Baba says that you want to enjoy all relationships with me, have Rurihan conversations with me now. Whilst you have this physical body in the home, there is nothing. It's coma state. Here you enjoy everything with him.
Each part is, sister, so beautiful. In 69, Murli Baba what said? He told us, made it very, very clear. The bouquet looks so beautiful with the leaves. If you put all the best flowers, it won't be that beautiful. Every twig, every dry decoration, whatever. So every part is beautiful and it's inevitable. It's beautiful, ultimate actually.
And
We
one
need to
thing
understand.
we have, see if we have this tendency in our mind to compare practices and really just be focused more on Baba and allow your own, what do you call, your own expression to re-emerge with Baba. Yeah. See what works for you, the being, and let that emerge, which helps you see your truth separate from the story that you have recorded within you. Each one has to see it for themselves. Yeah. So that is why in drama, there is, for the being that understands drama, there is no right or wrong. Everything is right. Everything is right. Yeah. So this has to be seen and understood. But coming back to
This
the
is so beautifully said, Baba, through you. Like each one of us, we have to understand the truth and story, whatever we have, with the Ruruhan of Baba, then only the ultimate butter will come. Whatever you are saying with the rectification, we stop listening to music, whatever, it won't make any sense, but with the deepest realization. And here I want to make one more point. Whatever you have done, Sister Sameda, it maybe it's under, making my mind feel that way. She's co-creating your knowledge also now in a more beautiful way, like Mama did. What Mama did, Baba said everything to each and every child. But this thought came, I don't need to put any energy on that. But whenever she shared, that souls shared, I feel she had done the beautiful job on it, on her own, for herself, not for anyone else. But like Mama did, co-created everything. We need, each one of us, we need to co-create it, then only the ultimate nourishment will enjoy. That's my understanding.
Yeah. And each one will allow their own expression to emerge. And that will happen with Baba. Right? With Baba. He will allow your own original expression to emerge. True? This is very, very important. Very, very important. Okay? So we are not copying anybody here. We are just copying Baba. And that will allow you to know what is your truth and what is how you are supposed to play your part. True?
Yes, sister, true. Yeah, we kept discussing with you 2 3 times last month about endurance power, and it was kind of, such. I loved the concept, and I kept using it because I told you I'd been into horse riding, whatever. So yesterday with Sister Kala and Sister Judy from USA, so we were all together through Zoom on this Peace Village class. So so Sister Kala, she was talking about power of tolerance, all this, and so beautifully. But this bold one, I kept telling ki this power of tolerance is little, it kind of puts effort. So so all the souls, they kind of agreed, but they said, Sister Judy, Baba says power of tolerance is so beautiful, because when a child comes so dirty and mother has so much of love, then that tolerance is not there. So they all tried to make it more clear what power of tolerance is. So that's how we don't I don't have to copy you or anyone, unless I make it a weapon and a tool for myself. Then only it's giving a lot of good energy around me to each one of us. So that was again very very beautifully shared with all the souls, and I enjoyed, and everyone of us enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you are sharing, Baba is making you share, we need to understand on our own, then only what I feel, the result will be true for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Baba is telling us experiencer. What does an experiencer? Also, experiencer can also be the person I'm believing myself to be, right? So I, the soul, am observer of even the experiencer in that sense. The one who's experiencing all the experiences, sometimes even that one becomes a blockage. So attachment to the experiences is of this dream character who's journeying through ups and downs within the dream. And it's the dream character that is believing itself to be the experiencer of the ups and downs of the dream. And I am the dreamer or the observer of even that experiencer that is going through all different scenes and situations in the dream, who's going through all the ups and downs of the person. Person itself is the one who's believing itself to be the experiencer. Otherwise, where is the traveling for the soul? Soul is in one place. Soul is just a dot, still, silent. Traveling is also happening within the dream. Does that make sense? The concept of distance and time is only in the mind. The concept of distance and time is not beyond the mind. Is that clear, Mona? So the moment I come out of the concept of being that experience, being that time-bound thought, time-bound feeling, being that one who is existing in space and distance, then I realize even the traveler, the experiencer, the dreamer, the thinker, all of that is in the dream.
Sister, traveler and experience are the same? I'm not able to digest
Who's
it.
feeling I'm traveling? Who's feeling I'm traveling?
Soul.
Is the soul traveling at all?
Not really, but soul is there, but it has come to play the game.
So it's using the body, it's using the physical world. But physical world is like a screen, a physical world is like that stage, right? But this identity which has created this thing that I have to travel to get to my truth. I have to do so much practice.
This is wrong.
Be
No,
who
this
I
is
am.
wrong. This mind is not, no, this is all wrong. Yeah, it's wrong.
So what is traveling?
Oh.
Where did you travel? What is traveling? Is there any America in the soul?
No.
Is the soul traveling from America to India? It's all in the mind, America, India, even 5,000 years,
So,
4,000 years.
sister, my understanding traveling is we come to this planet Earth to enjoy our soulfulness.
Even coming means what? Home is not very far. Like we read that Murli the other day. Baba had said, home is just like going from one room to the other room.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, that's what Baba had said.
So what is this traveling now? I was thinking traveling and experiencer is different. Traveler. So make it clear.
Traveler is experiencing, right? That's what we say,
All
travel,
right.
experiencing. Baba says, no, in Murli, that main haseen musafir or tum.
Guest. Like a guest. Yeah, he keeps saying. Yeah.
Musafir and musafiri, right? So he's telling us that Baba is at haseen musafir means what? He's not even a thought away. He's saying he's not even a thought away from you. Then what is he traveling to? Like Dadi Janki, we had shared once. Remember, she had said that Baba never left home. It is just that Baba is using the mind and using the body, yes, to speak. But Baba is never feeling I am Brahma's body or I am Brahma's mind.
Yeah, he is always there in Paramdham. Bilkul.
Paramdham means that is the stage of the soul. That is the ever present presence of the being. That is always out of the mind's thoughts, feelings, and emotions.
So how is Haseen Musafir? Tell.
Musafir means he's just traveling in our dream to wake us up. Literally.
So why is Haseen? What do you mean by Haseen?
He's beautiful, who awakens the beautiful souls.
Okay.
That's why he's Haseen.
Okay.
He's that Haseen Musafir who's awakening the Haseen beings of light. So he's literally coming in your dream to wake you up. And how is he coming in your dream? He has to use a medium of a body. That's all. It's not like he's traveling. Baba says in the Sakar Murlis in the beginning, you will see he says, I come from far, far away and you to meet you. And as it becomes more and more Avyakt, You will see Baba will say, we are all in the galaxy of stars. We are all together. We were never separate. We are always together. His language in alaukic way changes because, so are we as if projecting our awareness into the physical world from the home? We are saying the physical world is real. Physical world is real. Theater is real. But I don't have to be too far away to come to the physical world. I just am literally, the best way to see it is a video game. You know, the player, Sister Madhvi, if she's here, then she can share her son's experience, the one that one had shared in the class in Mahadev Nagar. It is that mother that this one was talking about was Madhvi. If she is available to share, she can share that experience. It will become very clear to you. Are you available to talk, Sister Madhvi? No, you share. What was your experience with that son who was watching the video game? Please do. Oh, you're not able to share.
Can you spotlight her? No.
No, she's camera shy. The soul's
I
part.
think she is incognito. She keeps writing such lovely comments. I'd been observing it, Yeah,
Well.
I understand now. I see Mahadev Nagar. I remember now.
Yeah,
You
all
said,
Baba's angels are gems. They're just hidden right now. So it's like this is the soul playing the role of the mother who shared this experience with this one, and this one shared it uh, with the souls in Mahadev Nagar, and then everybody heard it. So it was like this soul was sharing that the son was watching a video game and had the headsets on and all that thing that you wear, all that stuff that you wear watching that video game. So for that son, the distance is not much between the TV, the video game screen, and the body. But that son is got this particular character on the screen that son has become identified with. And believing, and because of those glasses and whatever, I don't know what you wear, it looks like I am that character. Although my body is here, although that son's body is here, and that son's family and world is right here, not anywhere else. He's in that world. And even the TV screen is also like in that world only, if you say so, right? Everything is right there. But it's like two different realities. Completely sleeping to this reality of this world.
It's like 3D.
3D, yeah. 9D movie. And in this child was...
Sister, what is it? 90? Clear it. You keep saying it 90.
90
What
is
is that?
more immersive than 3D.
Okay.
Yeah, more immersive than 3D, more immersive version of 3D movies. And the son, mother is watching. My son's name was, is it okay if I were to share son's name? I don't have to. Let's say the son's name was, I don't know, give me a name. Tom, yeah? Son's name is Tom. It's fine, okay. So son's name was actually, to use his name, okay. So son's name was actually Harshul, right? So mother is watching the child playing the game. And Harshul is saying, you're killing me. You're hurting me. and she is watching her son speaking as that character is him. He's feeling all those things on the screen that character was feeling. That was his life. That was he in that moment. And this is his mind. They're doing those tricks. Is that making sense? So far, everybody with me? That is his world in that moment, that TV screen that is actually in his mind. And his eyes are fixated. His world is that entire box of that television. Right?
Yes, sister, I agree.
She said to her son, it's okay. You want to play the game? Play. Can you do one thing? The soul said that to the son. Do one thing. When you're saying that this character, I am getting killed and he's hurting me and this and that, and his body was moving all over the place. And she just said one thing to the son. It's okay if you play. Just say, my character is getting killed. My character is feeling this and feeling that. It's okay to play the game, but just say that. Do you see that soul's understanding? Beautiful. Perfect. I, the being, have this video screen on my mind.
So, sir, Harshul kind of understood the meaning of character is being killed or it's happening to character. What is the
I
impact of it?
not ask, but this is what her approach was. This soul's part approach was.
Because same thing is for not for her son, it's for every soul younger generation. I'm telling you, Baba keeps saying children are very innocent. Gone are the days. Baba
Yes.
doesn't see all these children's drama here. It's a very different. My own grandchild is just 3.5. It's the same story, but he won't understand.
Yeah,
He
but
won't
she said
understand
he
this.
understood. He understood.
Okay,
But
maybe
also,
Harshul was more matured than must be 7
yeah,
to 8 years.
it is just that it goes to show I, the being, am watching my mind TV. And through my body, I'm experiencing this whole experience as reality.
And
Through
sister,
mind.
why Harshul or anyone? It's me also. When Harry Potter, I was, with 9 books and all the stories. I was kind of same. My whole word was all the time. Subconscious mind, so all Harry Potter, this Petunia auntie and whatnot. I do remember. So it's each one's of a story.
So I, the soul, we all are walking with our own individual headsets, with our own mind playing a movie. So the movie is not outside, movie is here and is playing on my mind screen constantly. And I'm experiencing whatever my mind is saying through the body. I'm experiencing everything through the body. And I'm
And
feeling
it's
this.
all falsehood.
It's all false. It's all false. There is absolutely
Fictitious,
no
fictitious.
reality in it. That's
That's
why
it.
this character is
Yeah.
unreal. This is how I know it's unreal. This is how I know it's unreal.
Sister, my, a partner, the Yugal Bhai, he doesn't know anything about Gyan. But for the grandchild, he keeps saying, we meet him for four times in a year. He keeps saying, Anshu, for his life, it's all cocoa melon, it's all TV in his mind. I sincerely wish it's in our mind also different, not in his problem. It's our problem, but I can't say.
That
So he
is
keeps saying,
double immersion, no? First, we the
yeah.
beings are immersed in our mind, and then we get immersed in video games. That's why it leads to such dysfunction, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Baba has come here to wake you up as a mother, like this mother did. And Baba is saying, take off all the glasses. Know you are a tiny point. You don't need any glasses. You don't need any thought. Just know yourself through me. So Baba is constantly watching me. I have never changed. I'm still the tiny point for Baba, like it was for the mother Madhvi for Harshul. For Mother Madhvi, Harshul was the same. Doesn't matter whether he was experiencing being killed. It doesn't matter. Or whether he was experiencing being attacked or being hurt or whatever that part was experiencing in that moment. For Mother Madhvi, son Harshul was intact. Yeah. He was just living in a different world in his mind. And this is exactly what is happening to all of us. So it's not the physical world. There is nothing out there to detach from. It is my mind I need to detach from. This is where the immersion movie is going on.
And you call it 9D.
90,
It's a
90
different,
movie.
it's for me. 3D also I can't, tolerate. It's too much of impact when once I sit.
Yeah.
Although I don't sit it,
90,
but
90 you are
yeah, 3D.
are lost, you forget Rini, who Rini is also in that. I feel sometimes
Okay.
should make 90 movie of the home, home state, with Baba, but that's okay. But the thing is that, like, I, the being, know that I am just that still silent being. I have not moved. Like for Harshul, he had moved and traveled and experienced as that character he was experiencing. As an experiencer, that character was the experiencer. Experiencing, traveling in that movie world of his mind. So movie world is not, it's like the project. Now that when I, the being, interact with another being, I can see it is really just a fictitious. When I have really, really separated myself from the mind, then I can see that it's all a fictional play outside. Otherwise, I can't see because I'm so immersed in my mind. I can't see the fictional play outside as fictional. I'm saying it's fictional, but it's feeling real because I'm not separated from the immersion of my mind and its thoughts and feelings and emotions and images. Which is why soul's detachment from thinking, the thinker, the doer, the who's doing. When somebody says thank you to Rini, which Rini? I don't know who you're talking about. Internally, that's the feeling. I don't know who are they talking about. This Rini that they're seeing doesn't exist, except in their mind and except in my mind. Doesn't exist.
Yeah, sister, I gave this link on online depth. So whosoever was getting benefited, they kept texting me, and it was kind of really irking me. Sister Rainey, you doing good class. Thank you, Sister Anshu. What not, and it's somewhere I'm not accepting, and it's kind of really irritating me somewhere. So I was just wondering, how and when you started this, how my ego mind started talking to me. When you thought of it, Sister, whosoever made responsible, Yamini, yeah. So she kept talking about it. Then this, ego entity said, no, I'm involved. I kept, kind of in combined with Baba, kept energizing it in Amritvir also to that extent. It should, Baba, all the purest soul should be. It was a very pure wish. But at the same time, and first day, I did not enjoy course a bit because my all energy was in to make all the soul to to be at present. So I was wondering who has come, and then Baba said it's not for you, it's for each and every soul only. It's okay. But see how I was trying to take credit. I didn't tell them anything, but within I was feeling so happy they have come. Wow, Baba, thank you. Then third day I said, oh, I'm not enjoying anything. I don't need to see who is coming or not. Then gave a command, nothing. Why should I? And when they kept saying, wow, what a course, what this, and to sending me text, I was kind of really irritated, not accepting anything. And it was plan of Baba. That's what I wrote back. I said it was Baba's plan. You should have a better understanding. Your good karmas, it's a reward for your own journey. Please delete me out from everything else. So see how my ego mind was, kind of getting so involved and unnecessarily. I didn't like a big bit about it.
That's okay. It's all part of experience. That is why the soul really needs to be detached from every thought that is coming and going. It's not you, it's just creating an immersive effect. And the moment I give my attention and light and belief, power of belief to it, that this thought is me, you are part of the dream. You are now not the dreamer, you are the dream character. You are now that one believing oneself to be that object in the dream. This has to be, which is why Baba is saying you are thoughtless. Absolute does not mean that I cannot see thoughts. Absolute means, yes, I have no thoughts, but I can see all the thoughts. Absolute at this time means I am changeless, but I can see ever-changing kaleidoscope of the mind's thoughts. I am, what do you call, storyless, but I can see myriad of stories in the mind. This is confluence aged effort. Who am I?
Sister, what is kaleidoscope?
Kaleidoscope is, I think, an instrument in which if you keep turning around the shapes and sizes and colors and everything different.
Biscope. Baba keeps saying biscope. No.
No, वो during our childhood we used to see ना वो people
Kaleid-
used to come बोले अंदर देखो बहुत सारी वो कांच का अंदर
Arey,
बहुत
that
सारा
is
चीज दिखता है.
bioscope. Sister, that is bioscope only.
Kaleidoscope, how would
Baba
you
keeps
describe it? Raji?
biscope. Baba keeps referring in Murli. That's biscope only.
नहीं दीदी, नहीं दीदी, एक ट्रायंगल की तरह होता है, कांच में बना हुआ, उसमें छोटे छोटे टुकड़े कांच डाल दो, उसको घुमाते जाओ तो उसके अंदर अलग सा दिखता है.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
yes,
like
yes.
optical.
What Baba says,
Okay.
bioscope is a movie.
No, kaleidoscope is like an optical instrument with two or more reflecting surfaces, it's saying, titled to each other at an angle, tilted to each other at an
Yes.
that one or more objects on one end of these mirrors are shown as a regular symmetrical pattern when viewed from the other end due to repeated reflection. Yeah. So there's a constant kaleidoscope of constant change going on here. Makes geometrical designs. Okay. Yes, these three mirrors facing each other. Okay. Yeah. So that is what it is, three mirrors and constantly changing each other. You know, so that's what a kaleidoscope is. And that is, kaleidoscope is here in your mind. So the more you detach from your mind, you will find your being of being the light is natural. Even when you're using the body, you will feel, of course, that is me. How can I be this changing kaleidoscope here? I cannot be this. And then outside will automatically feel that. Then you don't need to make an effort. Effort is only to not give your attention to the mind, attention to Baba, because you cannot know yourself without him. Absolutely not possible. Not possible only. Okay. So let's, we can leave some things for tomorrow and finish it here. But very important to understand when Baba is saying, be the detached observer, he's talking to this tiny point who's not part of that immersive movie in the mind. The soul is separate from this immersion in the mind. This is where, if this care is not taken, this attention, that the being that I am, my power of attention, that I am movementless, I am motiveless, intentionless, I am objectless, but objects are existing within me. I am changeless. Changes are constantly happening within me. I am timeless. There's constant time-bound experiences happening within me. I am forever godlike feelings, but ungodly feelings are constantly taking place in that kaleidoscope of the mind. I have no sensations that are of physical body, but constant sensations are there in the physical body happening all the time. Who am I? Bodiless. This is what being bodiless means. Zero identity with the movements of the body, which are happening even in this moment. Sensations which are happening even in this moment, but I am a bodiless being. Still being. The one who's really the silent being with the Father. Not at all in the video game. That character in the mind. I'm not that. I'm not its thoughts, feelings, emotions. Because the mind is in the soul, it feels so close and intimate. It's like TV is there installed in me. But that is where the whole power of the essence of the being comes into play. That is where I see Baba, who's always in essence, so that I can see the expansion within me. Although I'm feeling through the body and mind, it's not me. I'm untouched. Absolutely untouched. being of light. Still, silent, wordless, thoughtless, sensationless being of light. Om Shanti.
बाबा मजा आया. Thank you बाबा for इस मजे के लिए. It was deprived
Thank you, Baba.
for some time. Thank you बाबा. Thank you each one of you, each angel. Thank you everyone. Beautiful family.
Sister Muti is adding life to this class. Thank you, Sister Muti. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.